as is with
A for Shauna.
S for Sonia. Today we're downtown Brownsville again.
We are. Don't you love our court square and just being around community?
Yes,
I do too.
absolutely.
I do too.
There's such a special feeling
There
here.
is. And you know what's real special about where we are today?
Mr. Clinton and Miss Patricia.
You better believe it. I'm ready to go in and talk to the folks at T-Shirt Club.
Let's go.
Y'all come on.
I'm Clinton Thomas.
I'm Patricia Thomas.
We're in Brownsville, Tennessee, at 63 South Washington Street.
At T-Shirts Plus.
That's right. Been here since 1988, July. Then I had worked at Orange Corner Fiberglass for 18 years. They closed down in 1988, and I was doing nothing. Miss Jean Carter thought I should be doing something, and she recommended this business to us for a man that was going out of business here. And we started there with 2 machines that we was pressing on transfer. That was in 1988. And from there, we started to doing screen printing and embroidery, and loving every minute of it. We didn't know anything about the business at all. We had a lady that was going out of business here. She came and trained us at night after she left for a regular job. She'd come here and train us on inventory and doing the press machine, and she worked with us for 2.5 weeks approximately. We had no experience at all, so what we had to do were to find vendors that we could buy from, and that was the most difficult part of it, because at that time we couldn't buy from different vendors for whatever reason. There was a man in Trenton, Tennessee, and he would do our press on for us, our transfer. And one day we got in a conversation, and I told him I was having problems buying shirts. So he told me, he said, when you get ready to order shirts, call me. I called him, and he started buying them, through him. Later on, we started buying from them, but they wouldn't sell to us at a discount price because we were not buying enough T-shirts. And about a year later, we got in on 4 different companies that would sell us T-shirts. All we had to do was call an order to drop off here. And we did 1,014 pieces in one day after we began screen printing. And we had T-shirts everywhere. I thought it was T-shirt world. And that was for one of the schools here. Then we started to doing churches, and a few years later we started doing family reunions, another scary thing. I didn't know it was so many families in Haywood County. At that time, it was only Patricia, Tasha, and myself. Then my nephew, he was at school at Lane. He started to coming down, and he learned how to print, and now he's operate his own business. So I decided that I would time myself to see how many shirts I could do. I thought I was rolling pretty good. I was doing it was taking me about an hour to do 90 pieces. And that's at my wide open speed. And one night Morris was here, and I timed him. He was doing 125 pieces in less than an hour, almost. So then I had to up my speed a little bit. I had to up it to keep up. And from there, we just been kind of rolling along with it. Whatever come up, we try to do it. When the business came available and we decided to get it, that was one of the second things that they asked, what's going to be the business name? They want to know numbers and all that stuff. So I was discussing it with Tom Avery. He was the pastor at that time, and I said, what we gonna name it? I said, you cannot name it. He said, what y'all selling? I said, T-shirts. He said, call it T-shirts. We turned the name in and went to Nashville. It came back. They couldn't do it because there was 4 T-shirt in Nashville, T-shirt places. It was just T-shirt shops. And so we were talking one day, and he said, name it T-shirts plus, and that way you can do whatever else plus whatever. So that's how we come up with the name. And from that we started doing. We do jackets, sweatshirts, sweats, uniform, and we can print or embroider on practically anything except hard plastic and leather. We can embroider on leather, but we can't print on it because of the heat. So we can do practically. We do caps and bags, purses, and all that stuff. I love this corner. We've been here for a number of years, and we've only had one location. It's a lot of fun for me. I have people that come by, and I have to work late at night because we sit here during the day and talk. And we just sit here, and it's a lot of fun.
Most people, and a lot of people that live here in Brownsville, and they come in and they love this location because it's on the corner and you can almost see everything. People passing by, driving by. So they'll come in and say, "Ooh, this is a great location." We had a lot of encouragement, and we've had some good friends.
Because I'm really good at messing up first time around, But I love to try it. I'll probably mess it up. Usually when I'm experimenting on something, if I gotta buy a jacket or something that we don't just do a lot of, I buy two. One is, and if I happen to get lucky on the first one, I'll have one to see. But I love experimenting on things. I love it. So we've been blessed because we've had to financially struggle, but some way or another and somehow we managed to get to the day. And it's only a blessing from God that we did this.
I feel like he's mentioned that you need to have the right attitude going into any business. You need to have a personality, and you need to have the right attitude. You need to smile when you don't feel like smiling. And I feel like Clinton, with his attitude most of the time, is good. And with his personality, he can talk, whereas I can't talk and I don't talk that much. He can say, some people just can't say anything. He can say anything to customers. And they'll laugh and they'll leave laughing. So you have to have that right attitude, and you have to know how to meet people.
It's very important to us because we live here. Our children go to school, went to school here. We attend church in Haywood County, and we part of the community. Whatever happened in Brownsville, Haywood County, we're part of it.
Well, Sonia, what do you think?
I come in here quite often, and
I understand that.
And I understand wanting to sit down here because it is so homey.
That's right.
And we have a great view of Jefferson Street, of South Washington, and it's just so nice to be in the Thomas's company.
You're exactly right. And he said something. They don't allow you to go home too quickly.
They do not.
No. And that's okay.
It is okay.
That's okay.
That's we were just talking about how much we love this community and the special feel there is here. That's part of the reason. And
our community is as warm as it is because of the folks like the Thomases, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.